I hit publish on my first digital product listing, and within 6 months I'd banked over 20,000 without ever owning a website. No hosting fees, no dev headaches, no SEO marathons. Today, I'll walk you through my exact step-by-step blueprint for creating, launching, and scaling digital products entirely through marketplaces and simple platforms. Whether you're a complete beginner or a seasoned creator, by the end of this tutorial, you'll know how to replicate my results, faster or better using nothing but your laptop. First, I identified the niche. I didn't guess, I researched. I spent a week scouring Quora, Reddit threads, and Facebook groups to discover what questions people asked most in my areas of expertise: finance, productivity, and creative entrepreneurship. I used free tools like Answer the Public and Google's People Also Ask to list hundreds of queries. Then I narrowed them down by combining search volume data with the intensity of the pain point. That ensured I chose problems people were desperate to solve. Next, I validated the idea before writing a single page of content. I created a simple one-page Google form with a brief description of the proposed product, a 30-page budgeting workbook, and shared it across targeted Facebook groups and my personal network. I offered early bird discount coupons to gauge interest. Within 48 hours, 37 people signed up for the waitlist, each eager to pay $15 for something that didn't yet exist. That gave me confidence and an initial customer base. With validation in hand, I outlined the product. I mapped out 25 core modules for the workbook, defined learning objectives for each section, and sketched rough wireframes for the layout. This structure kept me focused, preventing scope creep. I allotted 2 days per module for a total of 6 weeks of work. Every evening, I spent 3 hours drafting content in Google Docs, text, tables, and embedded graphics created in Canva Pro. By week 4, I had a complete draft. By week 6, the PDF was polished, hyperlinked, and print ready. Rather than hosting on a personal site, I chose marketplaces with built-in audiences. I uploaded the PDF to Gumroad, Craftsy, and Etsy's digital downloads. Each platform required different formatting tweaks. Gumroad wanted ZIP files, Etsy accepted PDFs directly, and Craftsy needed JPG previews, so I prepared all assets in advance. I priced uniformly at $17.99 based on competitor research and perceived value. These platforms handled payment processing, file delivery, and basic analytics. All I needed to do was optimize my listings. Listing optimization was critical. I wrote keyword-rich titles and descriptions using the long-tail phrases I discovered during niche research. Phrases like monthly budget planner PDF and printable finance workbook for freelancers. I created clear, concise bullet point feature lists highlighting benefits, track monthly expenses in under 10 minutes, customizable charts for income streams, and printable or fillable digital file. I tested 3 thumbnail designs on Etsy using a simple ATB poll with friends to choose the most eye-catching. Promotion didn't start on my own channels. I leaned on the marketplace's communities. I participated in Etsy teams focused on printables, offering genuine feedback on others' listings, which earned me profile views and occasional favorites. On Gumroad, I joined relevant Twitter chats and used the Gumroad users hashtag to share value, packed threads about budgeting. This network effect brought organic traffic without paid ads. Over 2 months, these activities accounted for roughly 35% of my first 200 sales. To reach a broader audience, I leveraged Pinterest. I designed 5 vertical pins per listing, each focusing on a different benefit or module. Using Canva's scheduler, I pinned them to group boards and my own business account daily. Within 6 weeks, Pinterest drove 25% of my sales. The key was consistency, pinning every single weekday, plus optimizing pin descriptions with the same long-tail keywords for my listings. No website required, just pins linking directly to my Etsy or Gumroad pages. Email marketing amplified every launch. I embedded a MailChimp sign-up form in my Linktree links, which I put in my Instagram and Twitter bios, and offered a free Budgeting 101 mini guide in exchange for emails. Over 3 months, I grew to 200 subscribers. When I launched version 1.0 of the workbook, I announced it via email with an exclusive 48-hour 20% discount. That single campaign generated $380 in 24 hours, nearly 7% of my total 6-month revenue, all without a personal website. Affiliate partnerships multiplied reach. I identified 4 productivity bloggers whose audiences overlapped with mine. I approached them with personalized emails offering a 30% commission on any sale they referred via unique Gumroad discount links. 2 said yes. In month 3, these affiliates brought 180 sales, netting me $700 and affiliates 8 on 10. It was a win-win and I didn't have to set up complex affiliate software. Gumroad handled link tracking and payouts. To sustain momentum, I released a series of mini upgrades. After studying customer feedback, I added 3 bonus pages, a blank annual goal planner, a debt snowball template, and a year-end financial review guide. I packaged these as an ad on PDF for $9.99. Since existing customers had already bought the core product, I sent them an email upsell, and 18% of them purchased the upgrade, adding an extra $290 in passive revenue. Minor product iterations like this keep existing customers engaged and willing to invest again. Automation was my secret weapon. I linked my Gumroad account to Zapier. Every sale triggered an automated workflow that added the customer's email to a buyers segment in MailChimp, which then sent a thank you series with onboarding tips and cross promotions for my other products. On Etsy, I used quick reply templates to respond to common customer questions instantly. These automations freed me from manual tasks and ensured no prospects slipped through the cracks. Scaling beyond one product meant building a digital product suite. After the budgeting workbook, I created complementary templates and expense tracking Google Sheet, a printable meal planning set, and a productivity stickers bundle for digital planning apps. Each took only a week to design, as I reused frameworks and brand assets. I launched them in a bundle at a 15% discounted package price on Gumroad, which drove higher average order value from existing customers who recognized the brand style and quality. Pricing psychology played a role, too. I anchored my main product at $17.99 next to a Pro Edition at $29.99, which included the workbook plus all mini upgrades and the meal planning set. Though only 12% opted for Pro, it boosted monthly revenue by 18%. The anchor effect convinced customers that the Pro Edition offered superior value, even if they initially clicked on the cheaper core product. Customer feedback guided every next step. I added a feedback and suggestions page at the end of the workbook with a link to a Google form. Over 6 months, I collected 326 responses, asking what modules they wanted deeper dives on, what formatting tweaks could help, and which delivery platforms they preferred.